Hello, this is Brian Petty with the Technology Tinker. In the future on here we'll be going through DIY projects for around the house. We're going to start off though with a series of basically reviews. We're going to go over the tools that I use and the parts that we use a lot in these projects. First off is, well, soldering iron. Can't do much of what we do without that. This is not a high-end product. This is the one that I use. It's a Saiwan from Amazon. I'll link that down in the description below. The reason I got it is because it has a on-off switch and you can adjust the temperature. This is not a high-quality piece of merchandise, but it does work. The biggest problem I have with it is that the temperature adjustment drifts, and it always seems to get hotter rather than cooler. So as you're working, it tends to get hotter. If you don't keep a close eye on it, you'll burn up a tip. Also, the tips that come with it are, well, crap. These are the ones that came with it. You can tell which ones I've used and which ones I haven't. This is the one I used maybe twice, 3 times. It's completely ruined. Flux, tenor, nothing. Nothing gets that off of there. This one has only been used once. I put it on. I didn't realize at that point that the temperature drifted, and it just burned it right up. This is the first one I put on, and it's only been fired up once. That was the initial one. It's the one that came on it. Now, it's not a bad iron, as long as you keep up with everything. The tip that's on here did not come with it. It's got a ceramic core, which is nice, so it heats up fairly quickly. It does keep a constant temperature if you can keep the dial where it's supposed to be. It also came with a solder sucker and this stand. You can get this same iron in a bunch of different configurations as far as how the actual package is set up. It'll come with this iron, and then it usually tips, and mine also came with like a spool of solder, which is fine. They've got them that come in cases and all that sort of thing. Different price ranges, just whatever you want to spend. I got this one because it didn't have a crappy stand. It's still not a great stand, but it's an actual stand that's not going to collapse and drop a hot tip on something. I would go ahead and get a couple of other tips. These are generic ones. They work. I've been using this one for a couple of months, and you can tell there's a lot of oxidation on there, but not at the actual tip where I keep it tinned. It's in decent shape. It at least works. So yeah, that's basically what I use as far as a soldering iron. Like I said, it's not great, but it does work. It gets the job done, and it's really cheap, which was kind of a deciding factor on it. Hopefully in the future I'll be able to move up to something a little bit better, but this will work. And it's cheap enough that if it dies after a year, I definitely got my money out of it, and I'd just buy another one. So yeah, I'll have links to all of this down in the description below. Any comments, questions, just leave it down in the comments below.